Okay, let's be honest. We've all been there, right? You're stuck on hold with IT support, you're explaining the same problem for the third time. It's just frustrating, it's slow, and it feels like it's from another era. But what if AI could flip that entire experience on its head? What if it could go from being a major headache to a smooth, efficient engine of productivity? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dig into today. Here's the game plan. First, we're going to break down why traditional IT support is so broken. Then, we'll look at the AI-powered solution that's changing everything. We'll peek under the hood at the tech, check out the jaw-dropping numbers, and finally, we'll talk about what this means for the future of humans and AI working together.
All right, so let's start with the problem. The one we all know, and let's face it, do not love. The traditional IT service desk is really struggling to keep up.
And this slide really lays it all out. On the left, you've got the old way of doing things. It's all reactive, waiting for something to break. It's bogged down by manual tasks, and you know what that means? Painfully slow response times. But on the right, that's the AI vision. It's proactive, it's automated, and the response can be instantaneous. It's not just a small tweak, it's a totally different way of thinking.
Let's drill down into the specifics. The old model is really fighting four core battles. First, it's always playing defense, just putting out fires instead of preventing them. Second, the IT staff, they're buried under a mountain of repetitive manual tasks. Third, all the answers and knowledge are scattered and locked away in different places, which makes finding a solution a nightmare. And the final results of all that? Us, the users. We're left frustrated, stuck in long queues and getting impersonal service.
So, how do we get out of this mess? Well, that brings us right to our next section, the AI-powered solution. And believe me, this is a fundamental shift in how things get done. This image perfectly captures the new mission. The whole idea is to stop being reactive and start being proactive and data-driven. The AI becomes this incredible engine that can see a request come in, predict what the real problem is, and in many cases, just automate the solution before a human even has to touch it. So what's the magic behind the curtain here? What's the technology that's actually making this all possible? Well, it's a term you've probably been hearing everywhere lately, large language models. You might know them as LLMs. Okay, so now for the fun part. Let's pop the hood and see how these LLMs actually work, how they automate the kind of thinking tasks that until now have always required a person. So first off, what is an LLM? In the simplest terms, think of them as super advanced AI models that have read a huge portion of the internet. All that training gives them this incredible knack for understanding what we mean when we type and for generating text that sounds eerily human. In the world of IT support, their job really comes down to three key things. First, text correction. The LLM can take a user's frantic typo-filled email and clean it right up so the system knows exactly what the problem is. Second, text summarization. You know those support tickets with a super long, confusing history? An LLM can read the whole thing and give you the short version in seconds. And third, and this is huge, question answering. The LLM can scan thousands of old tickets to find a fix for a problem that's come up before and do it instantly. Now, you might be thinking, but wait, don't these AIs sometimes just make stuff up? And you're right, they can. That's where a cool technique called Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG, comes in. RAG basically gives the LLM a library card to an external, up-to-date knowledge base. So instead of just guessing, it can pull in real-time, verified facts. This makes it way, way more accurate and reliable for these critical jobs. Okay, so this all sounds amazing in theory, but does it actually deliver? Let's get to the most exciting part, the real-world impact. Because, the proof is in the numbers. Check this out. In one real-world project, an AI system hit an 82% triage automation rate. Now, triage is just the process of sorting incoming problems. This means for more than 8 out of every 10 support requests, no human had to do anything. No reading, no categorizing, no routing. The AI just handled it. Wow. And what happens when you automate all that front-end work? You get speed. A lot of it. The same system cut the average time to solve a problem by a massive 64%. Think about that. That's the difference between waiting all day for a fix and getting a solution in just a few minutes. And this isn't just about bots taking over. It's about making humans better at their jobs. Another study looked at over 5,000 agents and found that when they got an LLM assistant, their productivity jumped by 14%. The AI acts like the world's best co-pilot, helping them solve problems faster and more effectively.
And if you want to see just how precise these things are, look at this table from the research. It's pretty incredible. They took emails and deliberately filled them with errors. Look at that third one, Inquiry ID 11. It started with 31 errors. After the LLM took a pass at it, 0, not 1. That's the level of precision we're talking about.
So, where does all this leave us? What's the endgame here? That brings us to our final and maybe most important section. The future isn't all robot. The future is hybrid. It's about a brand new partnership between people and AI. And this quote from the researchers just nails it. They say the best way to use these LLMs is in what they call hybrid intelligence systems. The goal isn't to replace people. It's to have the AI handle all the high-volume, repetitive stuff, which frees up the human agents to focus on the really complex problems, the ones that need creativity, critical thinking, and a real human touch. And that leaves us with this really big, thought-provoking question to chew on. As AI gets better and better at handling the routine, predictable tasks, it really forces us to think about what makes us human. So in a world of automated support, what is the new role for our creativity, our empathy, our ingenuity? That's the exciting new frontier we're just starting to explore.